How'd that happen? All right, then. Guess we'll get this party started. I see somebody watching, maybe. Who are you? Let's see if I can find out. It's not telling me. Um, hey, hey, Red, how you doing? It looks like it's just me and you today here at High Noon. How are you? What's going on? Rainy, crappy day here. So I'm broadcasting, broadcasting from my porch, under my porch, back porch, and doing good, doing fine. Like I say, it's a lousy rainy day here, and so I'm just hanging out under my porch, staying dry. Might be a short show. Who knows? But happy Interdependence Day. Traditionally, it's the time of year that you might find me at the rainbow gatherings. Of course, rainbow gatherings are a beautiful and dangerous place where a lot of people get together and try and form the new society, or at least take a break from this one. And this year, like several past years, not making it there for various reasons. But hopefully in the near future, we'll make it back to our family at home. So it is Interdependence Day, a day where the Rainbow family gathers in the national forest across this great country of ours and gather in the woods to play at existing outside of the dominant paradigm. But I'm not there, you're not there, and if you are there, you're definitely not watching this. But loving you all who are out there, prayers and thoughts and all these things. Yesterday was the 1st of July, which is the day at the when the sun rises at the crack of dawn. All the villagers, the kids, come together and wake everybody else up with a lot of noise making and coffee and donuts for breakfast and spiritual creating of the triangle, as opposed to the circle, which happens on the 4th of July when all the rainbows gather in a circle and ohm and pray for the world peace stuff there. So welcome once again. It's a special rainy day edition, so not outside, just hanging out with my vacuum cleaner here. Oh yes. Look up the Rainbow Gatherings. Look up Vermin Supreme and Rainbow Gathering. There's a video that Luke from We Are Changed did of me doing just that, talking about the Rainbow Gathering. I've talked about it many times in the past, and I don't think I'm going to rattle off my canned answer. Oh, coffee. Yeah, we'll be getting high on High Noon in no time at all. Just you sit tight and wait. Welcome to the Saturday morning cartoons. Aruga! And I am your Saturday morning cartoon or cartoon equivalent. Hello, everybody. Looks like people are just trickling on in here to the Saturday High Noon worship service. Thanking you all coming down today. Greet your neighbor. Hi, neighbor. It's nice to see. Naturalist Capitalist Reed, how are you? Good to see you. Beat Donald Rumsfeld all to hell, where he is burning and frying and screaming in agony. We can only hope. So there is that. Nice cup. Thank you, Fragzap. Very low-key day today for me, and I hope it is for you. Hello, Anthony Bradbury. Oh, happy birthday, Anthony Bradbury. I hope you get something well. I hope you have a birthday full of unicorns and ponies and glitter and confetti and party hats and party games and birthday cake and friends and family and all the things that bring you great joy. And don't forget the party games. Pin the tail on the pony is, of course, America's favorite party game. That and spin the bottle, I guess, which is always a fun one too. Red Cleon is greeting the neighbors. Greet your neighbors. Tell everybody how much you love them today. Oh, mini golfing later. Nice. It's a little wet here for that. But everybody wish Anthony a very happy birthday here today. And as usual, there's nothing much going on here. And I am just talking and reading your comments, because you, the viewers, are what makes this show special and keeps me from just not talking at all. But I'm glad you're here. Glad you've tuned in today, and I hope that your weekend is going well. I've been so busy, I forgot to call for a general strike this Monday, so I'm going to do that right now. I'd like to call for a general strike this Monday. Don't go to work, don't go to school. If you can maintain the strike, have a cookout and hang out with some friends and have some beers. But be careful with the fireworks, because drought conditions are everywhere, and they scare the fuck out of dogs, and vets with PTSD do not dig that all those noises. A lot of them do not enjoy those noises. So do like the FBI does, or the LAPD, and just blow up trucks full of fireworks and make it one big explosion instead of lots of little ones. One big explosion is always gets it out of the way, and a bunch of the little ones, they're just like very annoying to dogs and people with PTSD. Christina Arnold, hello, how are you? Anthony Bradbury, that's very cool. I wondered that myself. Ray Bradbury, amazing sci-fi author. I think, and of course, sci-fi. If sci-fi is your thing, you should definitely check out iPony Blueprint for a New America. That is the book that I wrote a few years back, but it's about the future, so it's still evergreen. It's still about the future. Fahrenheit 451 makes iPony Blueprint for New America look like a pile of puke, but nonetheless, it's a very important work in the genre, perhaps. Anyway, here we are, Monday, calling for that general strike. So do what you can, spread the good word, and we will overthrow the government together in a peaceful, nonviolent fashion. How about that? Doesn't make me an extremist at all. No. How about that extremist content? Hope you're enjoying it. Yeah. A little more coffee. We'll be down to business of smoking weed very momentarily. Thank you. This is what my back porch looks like. I guess you don't see it too often. And there you go. Monday, this Monday, I'm going to give a speech. Probably my first public appearance, official appearance in a year. So that's exciting. There is a demonstration / protest event occurring in Boston at the bandstand. 3 to 6, I guess. It's actually a moving demonstration. There's several locations, and several different groups will be presenting. We have a list of demands, and they're all pretty legit. Be assured that the general thrust is against white supremacy in Boston. And of course, there is white supremacy in Boston, and the last several times I've been in Boston were to help counter white supremacist marches, or at least events that had connections to white supremacist and white supremacy. Some of which were, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that's upsetting. Anarchy. And, okay. Drink more coffee, smoke more weed, talk more random shit. Boston Tea Party, Freedom Trail, swan boats, not even run by real swans. It's an outrage. How can you call them swan boats when they just look like swans? They're not actually employing any swans at all. probably hazardous to swans when you get right down to it. They're just like humans that are pedaling these boats that look like swans, and I just don't think that's right. Freedom Trail itself, of course, freedom, very sticky stuff. I mean, if you step in that freedom, you're going to be scraping that off of your feet all day long on the curb. It's very hard to get off once you get that sticky freedom all over your feet. So Monday should be very interesting, of course, because the Libertarian Party of Massachusetts is helping sponsor it. They've partnered with a whole bunch of very different and divergent groups, not all of them subscribing to the libertarian vision of things. And I think that's a good thing. I think reaching out and working with people of all different views is just fine. Even if they're diametrically opposed, unless they're fucking right-wing white supremacists. Forget that shit, okay? I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere. I generally try and draw the line at authoritarians on the left and the right, being part of the anti-authoritarian contingent. I believe in my heart of hearts that libertarians should and need to be anti-authoritarian, and I think that includes autocratic organizations. Not gonna name no names. Don't need to start no fights. Don't need no trolls jumping in my shit. So hi, Dalnol. How are you? It's good to see you here today. Sarah, how are you, Sarah? Do a fart. That was a request for Vitor Angelo. So Monday should be very interesting because it's a speech about things. I should probably go get the list of demands. I could read it to you. Give me a second. I'll go get that for you so you can see what's going on with that. Here we go. Oh, shit, man. Here we are. Where'd I go? Not as good as that magic trick I did last week where it looked like I totally disappeared. Whoa, 20 people. I think we are maxing out here on my high noon with Vermin Stream. Australia is in the house, and you know it's not really a good thing. Frog Zap, you did see the time. They were out in the rain yesterday. They got all wet. I just missed a cameo. God damn it, I hate it when I miss the cameos. I run out of time, and there's no penalties, of course, but it does disappoint the people who hire me to do the cameos. And if you need a cameo, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme is how you get one. And all proceeds go to the Vermin Supreme Institute, verminsupremeinstitute.com. It's an institute or something like an institute. So let's see if I can find what it is that I'm looking for. I think I might have screwed up, but let's see if I did or not. I lost my page. Oh man, hold on. Let me see here now if I can find it for you while I'll get high in a minute, people. Hold. Shit. Okay. All right. Hold on. Because I wanted to read this list of demands that we are demanding here, and let's find. Okay. All right, people. Once again, this is that we are Boston. It is a demonstration that is being sponsored by the Libertarian Party of Massachusetts, and you can accuse us of playing identity politics, but fuck you if you are. Okay. So this is on Monday from 3 to 6. We're meeting at the Bandstand in Massachusetts if you're in Boston. This is being organized to stand up and speak out against Boston's legacy of white supremacy, misrepresentation of Boston's many communities in a city council and other political institutions, local Native American, Native Indian suffering, and to promote liberty for all. among others, doing other issues in partnership with community organizations in Boston dedicated to doing the work. We need to get these bad politicians and organizations out of power. We need Bostonians to join these conversations. We need Bostonians to acknowledge the power in their homes. We need these issues are all violations of our liberty. These issues all harm us. It's time for us to take a unified stand against the oppressor. And these are the demands that we are presenting in Boston on Monday. Our demands: an end to state and city abuses of Boston's homeless and addicted population, specifically those impacted by methadone mile abuses, starting with cleaning the slate of local elected officials this coming cycle, opening Long Island by repairing the Long Island Bridge for better rehabilitation programming. So there you go. Yeah. We're complaining about the complaining about. I'm sorry. We have a demand rather. Demand number 2: an official end to the bail bond system. Incentives for arrest and bringing forth police accountability. In doing so, we are calling for justice for Brenda James, an end to qualified immunity, and reallocation of taxpayer funds from policing operations to community-facing advocacy initiatives. Okay, there you go. That's number 2. Number 3, demanding an end to Boston's cooperation with ICE, specifically within its educational institutions. That's the 3rd demand. 4, acknowledging and addressing Boston's legacy of slavery, starting with the change of the name of Faneuil Hall. Peter Faneuil was a slave trader. Faneuil Hall is a former slave trading post, and I did not know that, and now you know it, and that's another list of demands. Number 5, fostering greater financial equity in Massachusetts, reducing the number of occupational licenses. People should not need licenses to feed the homeless, should not need licenses to sell eyelashes, and it makes no sense that a hairdresser is forced to go through more training than a police officer. So there. And number 6, we demand cooperation between all of us dedicated to change in Boston. Anyway, that's it. That's the big damn protest demonstration that I will be participating in on Monday. So check it out if you are in Boston, and we will be doing that under the Libertarian Party banner, because there is nothing inconsistent with wanting social justice and being a libertarian. In fact, that's one of the reasons that I am a libertarian, because I do believe that. And unfortunately, there's many libertarians that disagree with that. And, the whole libertarian thing. I mean, it took me so long to overcome my negative attitudes towards libertarians, and more of them are reinforcing my initial reservations. Ha 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 ha. So it's a little disheartening, and at times, in this day and age, there's a lot of political drama going on. There's just a lot of divisiveness, as there is in this delightful country we live in. People wanting to argue and fight over finer points or more meta points, instead of cooperating to the betterment of all. And I am one of those libertarians, an anarchist that believes in mutual aid and people coming together and working together to fight the state, and not so much fighting one another. Although, yeah, you gotta fight one another sometimes, because some fucking motherfuckers are really trying to fuck up our shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit's fucked up and bullshit. Don't want to be vague facing, but here I am. All right, let's see. And once again, of course, paper makes pantry males. I don't even know what that says, but I don't even know what it means. Video games. God is asking about video games. I always think it's pretty amusing when God itself, they self, themself, ask me a question, because you would think God would know all, see all, and have all the answers. But I think it's just a pop quiz, perhaps. And video games, I don't fucking care too much about video games. Like anything, in moderation, they're acceptable. They should be age appropriate. I guess it's a parental thing where if you have kids that are playing violent, horrible things, you should know about that. I mean, you should have some idea of what your kids are into, And of course, I don't think there's anything wrong with fantasy violence. It's in the movies and all that. And but the desensitization to violence in real life is, of course, a serious problem because the video games should be teaching cooperation and empathy and mutual aid and getting along and solving problems, whereas the solution for many of these video games is shoot to kill. So I believe that there, and now of course, a lot of these games you cooperate with other players to shoot to kill. So I think there might be more better ways to teach cooperation and happiness, but I'm certainly not an expert on the subject, and as always, I'm not a pundit, although once I get going, perhaps you might mistake me for one. Okay, well, we're gonna have a little more sip of coffee, and yeah, that is true, Damon Zap. The use of the games for recruitment purposes, trying to recruit the kids into the real military, real killing groups, and yeah. All right. Fuck it. All right. Let's get down to business here. It's time. Can't believe I gotta write a speech. I gotta write a 10-minute speech. Gotta like, I don't know. I'm in a position where, once again, I'm generally known as this funny guy, does funny things, says stupid shit, make people laugh. That's what I like to do. I enjoy that, especially in a live setting where there's people to play off of and have fun with and say stupid shit. I'm generally not known, although that I could be mistaken at this point, as a serious pontificator. Although I think there is a serious track record of that. However, when I am asked to speak, as I was asked to speak at this rally, at this event, which is a serious rally about serious issues, obviously, I am put in a position where I want to reflect well on my sponsors, the Libertarian Party, who invited me. But I also want to entertain and be entertaining and be somewhat funny. So I have to get that balance down because, of course, a lot of the people at this event might not be familiar with me or my work. I imagine I'll be wearing a boot on my head, and that is just odd and perhaps off-putting to some. But that is certainly what I do, and that's sort of why the only reason anybody gives a damn about me, because of that sort of activity. So it puts me in a position where I have to try not to be totally crazy, because that will just make all the libertarians look crazy. And yet I want to maintain my absurdity and my humor and position of making people wacky and funny. Damon Zap, converting to a libertarian government, weaken America's role in the global stage. I suppose it was purely following the Libertarian Party principles. It would be an incredibly less interventionist and more isolationist country, at least militarily. I believe that the belief is that through global trade and trading agreements that peace would be brought about through economic self-interest. One of the quips is that you don't kill your customers, although I believe there's evidence to the contrary. So, I'd be willing to give it a whirl. I mean, as an anarchist, philosophically, I believe that there should be no government. We can all take care of one another and form our councils and mutual aid societies and all of those things. But as a rational human being, I have my qualms and have my doubts. And for me, of course, a big part of my understanding of libertarianism, I look at the platform, I say I'm an anarchist, all those things. Yes, it says this, yes, it says that, and I guess it is consistent. If there was no government, there would be no this and no that. However, it is really, I think you need to be careful upon what you choose to seize on. I mean, like that, an HLP tweet. We have a solution for wokeness. We need to end the Civil Rights Act. No, okay, fine. Consistently, if we're anarchists, we don't believe in government, so we don't believe in this law or that law or any laws because we don't believe they're necessary. But you start talking that shit, man. Normies think you're fucking out of your mind and you're crazy, and that you are working against them. Okay, Rand Paul, Justin Amash voting against lynching penalties, or I mean, okay. Oh yeah, but those laws are covered by other things. Okay, you gotta choose carefully, and you gotta understand that people are going to react very negatively if you attempt to consistently try and tie it all back into your core belief system. Let's smoke weed. Hey, everybody. Look, everybody. It's Glass Vermin. Hi, everybody. It's me, Glass Vermin. The Glass Vermin pipe. That's right, friends. We've got the Glass Vermin here today with the weed in his belly, ready for the fire in the belly. And we are going to be burning with Vermin momentarily. Just a reminder, these pipes are available at verminsupreme.com/shop. You can buy my merch. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but of course, each and every pipe is handcrafted by a very talented glass artist named Anthony Bradbury, whose birthday it is today. And fuck the Nazis. And what about the Nazis? Fuck the goddamn motherfucking Nazi motherfuckers. And fuck the motherfucking white supremacists. And if they all want to go to some island in the middle of nowhere and form their white ethno state and have us firebomb them, that would be fine. I don't think you'll bait me into punching Nazis other than in the rhetorical sense, because people get upset about that. Don't punch the Nazis. Oh, what the fuck do I really care? But on the other hand, as some sort of icon or representative of the Libertarian Party, I gotta be, supposed to be careful. I'm supposed to watch what I say. Supposed to be, But on the other hand, I don't know those fucking other libertarians do. They fucking just flap their fucking lips and shit, motherfucker. Craig Harris, you got your Glass Vermin. Oh, I can't wait to see a picture of you smoking and sucking on my boot. That's right, gonna suck on my boot, everybody. Suck on my boot. Yeah, mini rants, that's all you get, because Sarah Brasso, because once I start ranting, I realize that I get myself in trouble. All right. We're happening. We're smoking weed. Oh yeah, God. Well, once again, the 120. It's a really reasonable price for such a fine piece of art, and there will be just the tip chillums that will be involved that look just like that. They're just little boots that you can smoke out of, and they're considerably cheaper. And the price is high, but it's a going rate for such fine glassware. Half goes to the artist. The artist gets exactly half of that, and the Vermin Supreme Institute and related things gets the other half. Now, I don't know. I might try and shave the price down a little bit. I don't mind making a little less money on them, as long as the artist makes their full amount. Yeah, fair price if you can afford it. Expensive if you can't. Once again, I would not buy one, probably. I can't afford it. I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would watch this show if I wasn't on it. So it's all a matter of taste. Andrew Potter, that's a good idea. What happened to my finger? That's a question. Well, my refrigerator door handle broke, and I tried to glue it with shoe glue, but it didn't quite work, and it was very sharp. And so when I opened the refrigerator door, I sliced my finger. But now I use some duct tape, and that seems to work just fine. More than just a sloth? Yes, I can. I would like to wish more than just a sloth's birthday. Mom, hello, Mom. Wait a minute, I started that out wrong. Wait a minute. More than just a sloth, I'd like to say hi to your mom. Hi, Mom! And wish your mom a happy birthday. Now, of course, you could always hire me to do a cameo, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. That's where most people get me to sing happy birthday to their moms for the low, low price of $30. But not this time. I can't believe I missed a fucking cameo. There's no penalties, but I do miss the opportunity to get that money for the Institute when I space shit out like that. What can you do? All right, smoke more weed, read more comments, pretend it's some sort of show or something. Oh, yes, God, I have sung the WAP song. Somebody paid me $30 to sing the Wet Ass Pussy song. So I would definitely sing that song for you on the cameo. I would look up the lyrics. I would even sing along to the video, probably, is how I would do it. Jackson Lindsay, you sure can. It might be a little belated, or I might get to it today. It's a little rainy out. My studio is outside. Just because that's the way I roll. So yes, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme for all your Vermin Supreme cameo needs. It's a whole lot of fun. I do little bits and pieces, and you get 3, not just 1, not just 2, but 3 spit takes when the weather permits, and I can do my thing outside. So that's very exciting, and you get the plastic ponies racing and all of these things. I think it's really worth it. Most cameos run like under a minute, but mine tend to clock in around 5 minutes because I do all the fun, ridiculous, funny stuff that I like to do, and I do it over and over again. I do it fresh for each and every cameo, and then give the personalized message. Some disgruntled customer thought that I sent the same fucking video to everyone, and that is so untrue. I mean, I do the same 5-minute bit, that's true, but I do it fresh and new for each and every cameo customer, such as yourself. So do it today, don't delay. Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme for a personalized message to you, your loved ones, your hated ones. People have sought mental health advice through the cameo that I've given. That they have had me. I've quit a job for somebody through the cameo. I've had no breakup videos, but I've done a few married a few people on cameo. I don't know if it's legal, but if you need a wedding ceremony done on cameo, I can do that. Oh, my head. Got a slight chronic head neck thing, man. I don't know. I'm going to have to see somebody about that. Let's see. What else is going on in the news? There's a lot of berries out there in the woods. June berries are in full bloom. As you remember last week, I showed you some June berries, and I've been picking June berries every day. Except the real rainy day. I found a wonderful hen in the woods mushroom, and that was so delicious, and been living high off the hog here in the woods. Sarah Brazo, I don't think that's it. I don't believe it's the boot. Early on, I would get like head and neck things from wearing the boot, but it was a different boot. The balance wasn't there, but this one pretty much is like butter. It's like wearing butter on my head, or butter, as they say. All right, moving right along here. Smoke more weed. Well, the feet are, you can smoke through the feet if you wanted to, God. I mean, you're God. You can, and I'll do that. Just gets a little closer to the facial hair, because it's as you can see, the distance between the boot and that's more of a mouthpiece, whereas that is shorter. So you have to be a little more careful, of course. All right, Damon Zap. What is a normal day for me like? Like this, pretty normal, pretty low key. You know, if I'm not working, I'm not working, and I guess I'm shirking. If I'm not working, I'm shirking or jerking the gherkin, or just enjoying the beautiful day, picking the berries, looking for the mushrooms, smoking the weed, um, all of those things. Hang out with my wife, waste my life on the internet. I don't know. Gotta waste your life doing something. Grooming the old golf course, making sure the golf course is playable here on Verm Largo. As you may or may not know, I have 18 holes of mini putt-putt golf in the woods. If you are a member of the Patreon group, if you're a patron of Vermin Supreme, patreon.com/Vermin Supreme. If you want to give 5, 10, 20 bucks, you as a patron member always has the opportunity anytime that you're in the neighborhood to arrange a golf mini putt-putt outing in the woods here at Verm Largo. And of course, Verm Largo is where some of my high-level political organizing occurs. Organizating. So if you're into political organizating, join the patron group. If you got 5 or 10 bucks a month, we have monthly Zooms. You get monthly stickers every couple months. It's really a cool group. And once again, of course, it's not money for me. I don't get that money, man. I don't spend that money on me. No, it goes to VerminSupremeInstitute.com. Where we do things like help sponsor Chris Rogers' food pantry in his garage that he's got going on. For sure. Our Director of Public Works at the VerminSupremeInstitute.com. We're doing things, like I say, we're low key, we're nickel and dime, we're low rent. All right, we're not like Bill and Melinda Gates. It's fucking Vermin Supreme Institute, okay? We do what we can do, and when we can do it, with the people that we got, okay? If you want to volunteer, that's great. We always need volunteers, but follow through is important also. So, we do what we can do, and we do what we do. That's all. Maybe I've got memorabilia. I auction off memorabilia. The boot, I'm sort of hoping will go to the Smithsonian, or at least another college when they take the archives. The New Hampshire Political Library for a while. I was able to deposit various memorabilia items up there, including a couple boots. However, after the glitter bombing of 2012, they become unenamored of me, and they could no longer guarantee that they would hold on to all my shit. Because essentially the New Hampshire Political Library, for many years, collected memorabilia related to the New Hampshire primaries. And so I used that as an opportunity to, number one, get rid of some of my shit, and number two, get some publicity. And we did hold a real nice ceremony up there at the library, and I donated the stuff, and Bill Gardner, the Secretary of State, showed up, and it was a very special event. I hope to recreate it and give the library some other things. But once again, I have to really hammer out the details to make sure that they'll accept the items, and that the items that they take that they'll keep. And So I gave them a giant toothbrush and a boot and various things. But maybe the Smithsonian. But we'll see. Okay. Ha ha ha. Craig Harris. I'm telling you, I don't know where you live, but if you're anywhere in Massachusetts, anybody in Massachusetts, give a ring. If you're from New Hampshire, of course, I have the open standing offer of house parties. Anybody up in New Hampshire, I will come up there. It's a potluck. You invite all your friends. They all come over with food, and then we do a meet and a greet, and I meet your friends, and we do selfies, and then we show one of my movies. And if you haven't seen my movies, check them out on Vimeo. Who is Vermin Supreme? Or This is Vermin Supreme, available on Vimeo. Great documentaries. And so we would screen one of those documentaries, and then your friends watch the movie, and then they ask me questions, and I give answers, and then we have some dessert, and then we pass the boot, and I shake them down. And it's a little fundraising thing, but it's also a lot of fun. It's a great theme party, and we always have a lot of fun. Let's see, how much would it cost for us to brush our teeth together, or maybe a live group brush stream? That would be good. That would be good. Back in the day, I will tell you this. For several seasons, I was facilitating flossing circles. And it's exactly what it sounds like, because they were a trial run for a project that I was trying to create called Floss Across America. It was based on the Hands Across America project back in the 80s, and it was going to involve one mighty strand of dental floss from sea to shining sea, with all Americans flossing their teeth simultaneously on that beautiful strand. I did facilitate a number of flossing circles. I guess that was back in the 90s. 96 or so, in fact, including one around the St. Louis Arch, the Arch of St. Louis, where we strung dental floss around one of the legs to the other leg, and then we flossed on it. It was, of course, as you can imagine, very disgusting, and of course, the disposal of the dental floss after the flossing was always disgusting, and the fact that people could overlap the floss, it was a health concern, okay, flat out. And so I had to rethink that. Although maybe we'll do it again for the cameras, because it was pretty fucking funny. And it was very spiritual also. So Sagat uppercut, I think that's a very important point you put out. $800 trillion military budget. So it brings me back to my idea of libertarians and the ideas and concepts that they present, and the way they prioritize them. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay, some of these debates, you'd get like some of these people screaming, oh yeah, day number 1, end Social Security. Day number 2, end Medicaid. Okay, let's end the fucking Pentagon, take all that money, and then we'll deal with some of the social, human issues in the transition times. So yeah, so thank you once again for pointing out the insane military budget. Once again, taxation is theft. Yes, but it exists, and it's a thing, and there's all that money that's going to places that are horrible and to kill people, and it could certainly be used to alleviate human suffering. Take action to alleviate human suffering. That's sort of my motto, and you can see what it's a play on for those of you on the inside track. God, I'm way out of character, as you know, right about now, and for that very reason, I mean, that's a hypothetical question that would almost entail me going into character to pretend what would happen if I was the president, because it's obviously not occurring in this timeline, and the other timelines we're not really privy to. Or at least you're not. And I'm not telling. So, smoke more weed. Oh, it would be a mix, God, of course. I mean, it would be a mix. Be like those damn libertarian debates. Quips and serious talk and goofing and fucking around and having fun and making jokes. More jokes than I make during this show, I guess. Show. Uh, Anthony Bradbury, good one. Brushing teeth at one time. We should get the Guinness Book involved, or look it up. It probably exists. Maybe we can beat that. Maybe we could turn it into a fundraiser somehow for something or something, to participate, and we could all hustle some funds up for something good. Maybe not personal. Oh, yes, Derek. You don't have to golf to play putt putt. That's for sure, man. Vermilago's a thing. Jeffrey Ginn, I like this idea. Brushing our teeth simultaneously. The toothbrush stream. Oh yeah, take a little bit to make the event pages and promote it, but it's not inconceivable. I mean, with the reach that we got, I mean, people pop in here all the time from all around the world, pretty much, and it would be really, really cool to be able to have like some sort of dental hygiene huddle around the world, and so we could definitely do these things. Yeah, gotta wear the hat. The people like the hat. The hat's the hat's the boot's the magic. It's a magic boot. I mean, come on, it's my magic thinking boot. It's the only thing that gives me the gravitas that I need to pull it all together and pull it all off. I mean, people, oh, look at that. He's got a boot on his head. That's so stupid. But yeah, stupid like a fox. Um, but coming back to Monday, I'll be giving this speech, representing libertarians and wearing a boot on my head. And I don't think that's inconsistent. And who can't move beyond that, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. I guess you do. There are those that don't agree with that, though. They think it's a bad idea. I know, God. How fucking rich are you, dude? I don't know. Probably quite a bit. But I would grow it back. I mean, this beard's been on my face for ever since I was a little shaver. 79. Last time I was clean shaven for my senior class picture. And it's been on my face one way or another. I mean, it's been cropped. I don't mind it being cropped. I like it short. I could probably live with it shaved for a bit. But because of my internet fame and me being a meme, a little married to the beard now. I mean, it's so much of the likeness and image. Tucked my beard into my shirt the other day, and my wife thought that I had trimmed it. Hey, that looks really respectable. So that'll give you some idea. During some of the debates, I was actually using bobby pins to totally tighten it up and made it look like it was sort of trimmed. So, okay, yeah, that's interesting. Don't mind that. But let's face it, as far as the wizard meme goes, if I want to look like a wizard, dude, are you a wizard? Yes, I am. I am a wizard. So, that's just the way it is. Stuck with it. I don't mind cutting my hair. I don't mind letting it grow. I'm a hippie. Oh yeah. So I want to show this. I'll be wearing this on on Monday. I think I got this silly thing at the Odd Job Lots a while back. So I'll be very patriotic. Very patriotic. Because we'll be on the Freedom Trail and talking about things of patriotism and homelessness and jeez. So, touching this, touching upon that, randomly talking. I think it was just me and you, or a couple of us. It would probably have to be more linear and on point and on topic. Um, I think. But just the very nature of this, where I use the comments as prompts and takes me all over the place. Start talking about all sorts of different things, which is fine, I think. No biggie. I guess that's sort of the format. Um, and let's see. So I'm going to work on my speech today. And I should go get it for you and tell you about some of the points I might be talking about, because you might get some feedback. So tell you what, hold on a second. I'm going to grab my notes. I'll be right back. Oh, yes. Okay. So these are my notes, because I've got like a 10-minute speech that I'm supposed to be giving. And like I say, a little nervous, because, I want it to be reflecting good upon the libertarians who have asked me to appear. And libertarians got enough problems in terms of how they are viewed by almost everybody other than fellow libertarians. So, what song was playing there? That is from the Aegean Connection. Carol Coronas is the DJ. It's out of the University of New Hampshire. And every Saturday after the polka party. And I'm not sure the name of that composition. But hopefully YouTube algorithms won't pick it up and disable this broadcast. Libertarians hate libertarians, it seems. There's so many different factions, and I don't know. And that's why I was getting people to do fundraisers by paying money and bidding to pie each other in the face. It worked very well, because I knew people they all hated one another. That was before I got involved, and now I got people hating me, and that's just fucking weird. I Red Roach. I believe that should be comedian Dave Smith. I think you forgot the quotation marks next to his name. So please, in the future, if you don't want to confuse people, be sure to include the quotation marks. Comedian Dave Smith. Yeah, and that's that. Whenever I feel like I'm not getting enough hate on the internet, I take a little Twitter pot shot at Dave Smith and some of his pronouncements, and that always gets his fans, who they're supposed to be libertarians. I don't know, but their hearts seem full of hate, and they seem to be pretty obnoxious. One of those stereotypes that some libertarians live up to. Thank you, Sarah. That's yes. All right. Let's see here now. But once again, I don't want to get. I don't need to be spouting off. I don't need to be drawing too much heat in my direction, or saying things that will impact me negatively. Because it's sort of like the Republicans thing. Always talk nice about fellow Republicans. So if you're not, don't trash talk your fellow libertarians in public. I guess I don't know. But I certainly have my critiques and have my concerns, and believe that some of the things that he has said are just fucking dicey, and stick in my craw and craws of people of like-minded and other peoples. And I think these things will come back to haunt him, because if you want to be a unity candidate, you gotta be likable or have things to offer all of the peoples, and you can't be. But on the other hand, can't be everybody's friend either. Fuck. So, stop talking, Vermin. You see, I start talking, then I realize that I'm talking, and then I gotta remind myself to stop talking, or before I get in trouble. Ha 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 ha. Sarah Brazo. All right. Anyway, got a few more minutes here, so I just wanted to go over what I was going to say on my speech, or the points that I want to talk about on my speech. Gonna open with so my little jokes about welcome to the Freedom Trail. Be careful. Don't step in the freedom. If you step in the freedom, it could stick to your shoes, and you'll spend the rest of your day scraping the freedom off the bottom of your shoes. And I think we all know how what a problem that is. Then I'm going to take a cheap shot at the swan boats because Boston has these swan boats. They're very famous for the swan boats, but they're like boats that are the humans paddle them with their, or the operator paddles them with, they're like little paddle boats, and the tourists sit on these things and get paddled around the little pond. But I pretend that I'm offended because they're not real swans involved. So I talk about that. Figure I'll bring something in about the make way for ducklings. Maybe say something stupid about the Cheers bar, although that's fucking, nobody knows what that is anymore. A few other Boston-centric things that really have nothing to do with anything, but it's local. Probably have to explain myself a little bit. I'm Vermin Supreme, boot on head, libertarian, and try and reconcile that. So I appear to be a serious and person, and talk about Boston and my how I don't get to Boston, not from Boston, but last several times in Boston, I've been here to counter these right-wing protesters who have ties to white supremacy and white nationalism, which is certainly true. The Super Happy Fun America clowns and their straight pride march and all that bullshit, all that free speech bullshit. So talk about that, and perhaps even draw the distinction between all the terrible libertarianism, how I came to libertarianism, terrible people who call themselves libertarians or fly the libertarian banner, and like that, and how I overcame this and my understanding of libertarian and good libertarians and all that shit. Okay, I figure I'm gonna be touch base on the tell my COVID jokes, but then transition to how terrible COVID really was, and talk about Food Not Bombs. Food Not Bombs, of course, the group that feeds the people, shares food with the people. And I worked with them for years off and on in Boston, feeding the people. So those are like my talking points. That's sort of the flow I think I got going, and then pay specific attention to the list of demands, solidarity, and a call for mutual aid and love and friendship and all that. So I guess those are my that's my speech. But I see you're all side talking to God, so that's cool. That's fine. Let's see. So I'm gonna go back to scam. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, God. You better get going. So it's always nice to have God on board, although God retracted the message. That was probably the most fun and interesting. Thank you, Craig Harris. I appreciate that, and I am sure I do not. I probably don't agree with you either. But that is just the thing that makes our world wonderful. The fact that we can have strong disagreements over things and yet be civil and not too vicious and not too full of hate and all of those crazy things. But yeah, I mean, I think the way I think, and I've come to the conclusions that I've come to, and I interpret events in the way that go through my lens and preconceived notions and confirmation bias and all of those things. So yeah, there is that, and of course the fact that we find that so many people agree with ourselves, and we tend to gravitate towards people who agree with us and look at the world through that framework, and have terrible disagreements with those who do not agree and do not see it that way. So there is that, and so I think there is room for vicious trolling and slams and put downs and all that, but I think I think at the end of the day, we should all relatively try and fucking get along. And I see we are rolling away towards the 60-minute mark, which means I've been fucking chatting for an hour and y'all been hanging for an hour. So thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. This is not my garage, it's my back porch. Saget. So I guess I should get ready for my speech and start writing it and getting comfortable with it and get ready to give it. Once again, of course, calling for global strike, a wildcat strike here in America. No work, no school, Monday, strike, general strike, Monday. Verminsupreme.com slash, verminsupreme.com slash shop if you want to buy my merch. Vermin Supreme Institute.com if you want to check in on the Institute and read some of the recent content that our writers have put together. Like that. And if you want to check out about having a food pantry in your garage, we can help make that happen. Check that shit out. If you're on Monday in Boston, check out the protest/demonstration starting at 3 at the bandstand. Come on down. What else we got going on? I don't know. Food Not Bombs, check them out. Mutual aid projects, check out our mutual aid link tree. That's still a thing. Check that shit out. I think that's through verminsupremeinstitute.com. Might have to do some digging. It's around. Jeffrey again, last terrible question. My brother refuses to brush his teeth. What can you do? I don't know. You can shame the heck out of him. Or brush his teeth while he's asleep. Non-consensual brushing. Yeah, I think that's acceptable. Alright. But I'm willing to reconsider. Might be a violation of the nap, but you're not doing it with aggression. You're just brushing somebody's teeth while they're asleep. I think that's okay. We'll bring that up for discussion next week. Brushing somebody's teeth while they're asleep. It's not like you're drawing a dick on their face or anything. You're brushing their teeth. Okay. There's a Vermin Supreme Discord, I think. I'll go there someday. Anyway, good day, good night. Have a happy day. Love one another. Know that you are beautiful. You are worthy. You are loved. You are capable of love. And you are loved. And you are love. So, know all that. Get outside if you can. Enjoy the day. Touch base with your friends. Make love with your loved ones that you make love with. All those things. Okay. All right. Loving you people. Feel the love. Share it. All right. Bye-bye.